Today we are wrapping up Best of 2024, my favorite eyeshadows and lipsticks that I discovered this year with a good mix of drugstore and high-end. Now I also did Best Skincare of 2024 and Best Complexion Cosmetics. In that video I did correctors, concealers, tints, foundations, and blushes. I will link those videos in the description box below in case you missed them. Anyway, if this sounds fun to you, show this video a thumbs up and please share your favorites. I am so late to the game on this first product. It has been an iconic cult classic for years and years, and it is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. Now, I was never really a believer in eyeshadow primer. I just used my concealer, but I am a convert. The stunningly gorgeous Melissa 55 has been talking about this for years, so I finally picked it up at an Ulta sale at 50% off. And Melissa was right. Now, although this is technically a cream eyeshadow, it provides the perfect base for eyeshadows. It evens out the discoloration of my lids. It really makes the eyeshadow colors pop and last longer. The formula is a very creamy, opaque matte. Again, this is the shade Painterly. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it on my skin because it's such a good shade match for my skin. Very long lasting, does not crease. I've had this for pretty close to a year. You can see how well used and loved it is, and the pot shows absolutely no signs of drying out. You know, I even wear this on no eyeshadow days because it just gives my lids a more finished, polished look. But again, this is a cream eyeshadow. It does come in, I believe, 14 shades, mostly mattes, but a few shimmers. So I am interested in picking up a couple more shades to use as one and dones. I really slowed down on eyeshadow palettes this year, but as usual, I could not resist Natasha Denona. Her formulas are top-notch, and I very much enjoyed her golden palette that I picked up last spring. This has 7 mattes and 8 shimmers and fairly neutral tones. It does lean, of course, slightly golden warm, but not too warm. There aren't really any orangey shades in here. I got a lot of use out of this last summer when I really appreciated that touch of golden warmth. Now, I did a full video review, all the swatches and a look. I will link that video in the description box below if you would like to see it in action, but I am going to do just a couple of very quick finger swatches just to show you the range of tones. So I'm going to show you the mattes first. There's a cream matte and let's do that matte. I'm not going to say the names because I can't read them. Just want to show you the range of mattes: cream color, light, medium, and deep. And there are a range of textures in the shimmers. Let me see, which shimmers am I going to show you? Let me see. Let's look at Nubio. Let's look at Cava, Alchemist, and I can't read that. It's a nice range of shimmers, and you can see there are different textures. This one is more of a satin shimmer. This one has a little bit more sparkle, but they are all gorgeous. Now, Natasha Denona is pricey for sure, but I do have a 15% discount code in the description box of all of my videos, along with all of my other discount codes, and as usual, all the products I'm talking about today, all the makeup I have on my face will be listed and linked in the description box below and in the top pinned comment and in YouTube shopping if available. However, even with a discount, Natasha Denona is expensive. If you don't want to spend the Natasha Denona price tag, check out Alter Ego. Alter Ego specializes in creating palettes inspired by luxury brands, including Natasha Denona, at a fraction of the price, where the Natasha Denona midi-size palettes run $69, Alter Ego counterparts are only $22, so a huge savings. I will link a video below where I did side-by-side swatches and comparisons and looks with Natasha Denona Glam compared to Alter Ego Shadow Kiss and Natasha Denona Retro compared to Alter Ego Harmony. And they still have both of those palettes on the Alter Ego website. Now, although the formulas are not exactly the same, the Alter Ego formula is really quite good. Actually, the Alter Ego formula is oftentimes a little bit less pigmented, which can sometimes make it a little bit easier to work with. But the shades are so close, you can get basically the same look with an Alter Ego palette compared to any of the luxury brands. Hopefully, they will come out with a dupe for the golden palette. It usually takes them 9 months to a year to launch their counterpart to the luxury brand. Several months ago, Alter Ego sent me their Daylight palette inspired by Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, which was my favorite palette of 2023, and it remains one of my most used palettes to this day. It is just so easy to get a cool, neutral, easy, everyday, natural look. Let me show you how these two palettes look side by side. Natasha Denona on top, Alter Ego on the bottom, and although the shades are arranged differently in the pan, they look spot on. Unfortunately, I never got around to doing a video with side-by-side swatches and looks, so I haven't even touched this Alter Ego Daylight palette. I still have the plastic, I still have the packaging, so this is a giveaway. If you are interested in entering the giveaway for the Daylight palette, just leave a comment and share your favorite makeup. I will announce the winners verbally in next week's video. Now please beware, if you receive a reply to your comment looking like it's from me saying that you are the winner, it's a scam. Unfortunately, sometimes during these giveaways, the scammers come out of the woodwork, so please be careful. As much as I enjoy Natasha Denona's full-size palettes, I do tend to reach for her 5-pan minis more often. They're less overwhelming, super travel-friendly, and much more affordable. Now I have several of her minis, but I did not purchase any new minis this year, but I am going to show you 2 of my most used minis. On the top, we have Natasha Denona Glam Mini, which is 2 mattes and 3 shimmers, and I do tend to reach for the Glam Mini over my full-size Glam palette. Again, it's just so much more approachable. And on the bottom, we have I Need a Nude Mini, which is 3 mattes and 2 shimmers. Like I said, I did not purchase any new minis this year. However, Natasha Denona just launched her first 100% matte 5-pan mini. It looks right up my alley. I just ordered it, so stay tuned for that. As much as I will always adore my eyeshadow palettes, for the past several months, I have found myself relying more and more on very simple cream eyeshadow looks. A few months ago, I did a one and done eyeshadow roundup video. Of all the eyeshadows I shared in that video, as it turns out, my most used new cream eyeshadows are the CoverGirl Clean Eyeshadow Sticks and e.l.f. No Budge Cream Eyeshadow, specifically the shade Sand Dune. I think you can see how well used this is. I am wearing it today. I have e.l.f. in the outer corner and in the transition area, and I'm wearing CoverGirl Bronze Glow all over the lid. These are so easy to apply and incredibly long lasting. Now the CoverGirl comes in 12 very soft shimmery shades, and I have 3 of them, and I am going to show you swatches. This is e.l.f. Sand Dune Full Force, e.l.f. Sand Dune Sheared Out, and although at first I thought it was a matte, there is just a touch of a satin sheen, but it really does act more like a matte on my lid. Really, really pretty. And CoverGirl Bronze Glow, which is what I have on my lid today. CoverGirl Ballerina Pink. I was wearing this in the last couple of videos with Merit Solo Shadow Social, which is a matte mauve. and Sky Dust, a really pretty silvery silver. You know what? I'm going to turn my light down just a little bit because I want to make sure you can see these shades. Let's just, oh my gosh, are these showing up? Hopefully you can see how beautiful these shades are. The other thing I want to show you is how incredibly long-lasting these are. Now, I applied these swatches, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes ago, and they are not going anywhere. Completely budge-proof. Let me fix my light again. Anyway, I am shocked how good these are. I find myself reaching for these over the much more expensive Laura Mercier and Bobbi Brown, even Charlotte Tilbury. Fantastic quality at a drugstore price. Moving on to lipstick, my #1 all-time favorite category of makeup. You know, even on no makeup days, I rarely leave the house without at least a little color on my lips. And I have 3 new 2024 favorites to share with you today. I have a Balmy formula, a matte formula, and a satin formula. You know, I have been a lifelong fan of Revlon lipsticks. One of my favorites was their super lustrous glass shine formula that I used to rave about. I was incredibly bummed out when they discontinued it a few years ago, and I was thrilled when they re-released it a couple of months ago. Now the formula is the same, the packaging is a little different, and I do appreciate how they put the shades on the top of the bullet, making it so much easier to find the shade that you are looking for. This comes in 10 shades, and they brought back my favorite shade, Rum Raisin, which I'm wearing today. This formula is incredibly hydrating. It is sheer, balmy, glossy, yet it has really nice pigment. This looks and feels beautiful on my lips. This is so easy that I think even people who are afraid of lipstick will enjoy this formula. This is the type of lipstick that lives in my purse. It comes in 10 gorgeous shades, and I picked up 3. I was so happy they brought back Rum Raisin. I will show you some swatches. Here is Rum Raisin, and this is sort of a My Lips But Better shade. This is my version of a nude. And the second one, what is this one called? Glossed Up Rose, really pretty pink, and Girly Swirly, another pink. Now, because this formula is glossy, it isn't the longest lasting, and it does tend to go into lip lines occasionally, so I always wear it with a lip liner. My favorite lip liner this year is Maybelline's new Lifter lip liner. Now this is the type of pencil that you do have to sharpen, which I actually prefer, so I can get a nice sharp line. The formula is creamy, but not too creamy. It has a really nice glide, excellent pigment, and super long lasting. Now it does come in 10 shades, and I picked up 2 shades, and I will show you the swatches. This one is 08 Line Leader, sort of a soft nude pink, and this is the one I'm wearing today with the Rum Raisin. And this is 09 Peking, which is a deeper sort of nude brownie, little bit of red in it. Anyway, I definitely want to pick up a few more shades. Next up, we have Merit's Signature Lightweight Matte Lipstick. Now the formula is incredibly lightweight, surprisingly hydrating, especially for a matte lipstick, excellent pigment, and very long lasting. Yet, these feel weightless on my lips. Now it comes in 8 shades, and I have 4 shades, and I'm going to share some swatches with you. Let's take a quick look at these swatches. Now first up, we have My Sun, a very beautiful soft mauve. This is one of my most used shades. You have seen me wear it in many videos. Here I have it swatched full pigment, and here I have it sheared out. And I did that with all these shades because I do want to show you how flexible this formula is. Next up, we have Sunday, a beautiful soft pink, full pigment, sheared out. Vermilion has become one of my all-time favorite reds. It has just a touch of warmth in it. I wore it quite a bit last summer and over the holidays. Full pigment, sheared out. And this last one, unfortunately, was limited edition over the holidays. This is Black Tie, really beautiful deep berry, full pigment, sheared out. I really hope they make black tie part of their permanent collection. And last, but absolutely not least, is RMS Legendary Serum Lipsticks. These have such an incredibly unique formula. Very lightweight, yet deeply pigmented, almost like a stain. Upon application, these feel very cooling and weirdly wet, yet they dry down to a beautifully hydrating, creamy satin finish and extremely long lasting. Now, RMS offers 2 color stories in this formula. Their vibrants, they have 8 shades, and in their nudes, they offer 5 shades. And of course, I have 1 of each. This first shade is Linda, a bright, vibrant, cool tone pink. I've worn this quite a bit in videos, and I always get comments on how pretty this lipstick is. And this next one is Naomi, described as a spicy brown mauve nude. Now, normally I'm not a huge fan of nudes, but this one is perfect on me. It truly is my lips but better. A lipstick at the very top of my list that I must try in 2025 is Lisa Eldridge's new Rouge Experience lipstick, especially the shade Audrey, a gorgeous salmon pink inspired by Audrey Hepburn's favorite lipstick. The beautiful Sandra Sellen has been wearing it non-stop in her videos, and it looks so stunningly gorgeous on her that I cannot stop thinking about it. I will link Sandra's video in the description box below, and if you are not familiar with Sandra, you must check her out. She is in her 80s, absolutely gorgeous, and she is such a bright light. I guarantee you will adore her as much as I do. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and please share your favorites. And once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate your time. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video.